Hey guys, welcome back to my channel with a weekly message, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter regarding love. It is a general message, and so this may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, I do encourage you to check out other signs in your chart. As we know, tarot's energy is fluid, and so this could be past, present, or future, and this could play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. It could be vice versa, reverse, flipped, etc. So place yourself wherever it resonates, only if it resonates to your situation. Okay, you're at the bottom of the deck, Leo. Your energy is in here. We have the King of Wands, fire sign. You could be dealing with another fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but this could be you, which is an energy of someone that's very confident, very assertive. They know what they want. They're very passionate, or this could be someone that you're attracted to, right? This could be yourself or someone that you're attracted to, okay, that you are involved in or involved with, rather. Again, for some of you, it could be a boss, it could be a family member, it could be a coworker, it could be anybody in your life. Now, in the beginning of October, we have the Tower, Scorpio energy, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. It's like, Leo, you're trying to overcome a battle here, a tower moment, some sort of disruption, conflict, and it's hard. It's hard to have the victory in this situation. It's hard to win something. All right. It's hard to get something that you want is what I'm hearing. Whether it's attention from somebody, whether it's for you and this person to overcome your issues. We'll see what it is when we clarify. But there's a victory here that you want to have, and it's a hard victory to get. Mid-October, we have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. There's love here between you and another person. There are deep emotions, but there's also deception. For some of you, the deception is whether you want to work on this relationship anymore. It's going to take a lot of work. Like I said, it feels like you want to have victory in the situation, but it's really hard to get there. And I feel like you and this person do care about each other. There is a lot of love here, but there's also conflict and deception. Yeah, I'm hearing someone's kidding themselves. So we'll see when we clarify. The end of October, we have the Four of Cups, the Strength card, Leo energy, and the Two of Wands. You're having a hard decision moving away from somebody. There's a situation here that brings about some sort of discontentment, feeling lonely, isolated, rejected, just feeling like emotionally unfulfilled. But you're taking your time to move away from that situation. So you could be waiting on this person, giving them the benefit of the doubt, or you really care about them and you're trying to work with them. But there is some conflict here between you and this person. I feel like you want things to become more stable. You want them to be productive. You want victory here, but it's a lot of deception, and there's something that's very hard and difficult about it. And in the end, or toward the end of October, it's causing a lot of feeling emotionally unfulfilled. And it's like you're waiting to make a decision about the future of this relationship. So let's see. Let's clarify. I have the King of Wands here for Leo. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles. So there's a connection here, Leo. There is some sort of partnership. There's a relationship here, whether it's someone you work with, again, whatever that connection is for you in your life. There's feelings and there's emotions here with this Page of Cups. And I feel like there is a desire to work together. But it feels like, but how? How? The Nine of Swords is coming through. How? Because there's a lot of frustration I'm feeling. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of love. But how can I build with this person? How can I work with this person? How can this person and myself get on the same page? I feel like either you're thinking this or feeling this way, or someone is thinking or feeling this way about you. And there's a lot of stress and someone feeling overwhelmed and worried about a connection. Why is the Tower here? We have the Two of Swords. Okay. So there was a decision that was made. We have the Moon and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there was a decision here that was made. Something came to light in the past, Leo, whatever somebody was holding back, whatever someone was concealing, whether it was their feelings and emotions or secrets, there was something about this connection, Leo, where there was a strong lack of clarity. Like I said, there's a connection here. There are feelings, there are emotions, there's a desire to pursue this, there's a curiosity, but there's also a lot of stress and someone being in their head a lot. And there was some sort of breakthrough in the past between you and this person. It feels like there was some clarity. There was a decision that was made. Something came to light. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Again, Leo, I see you and this person trying to work on this relationship. There are feelings here. There's a curiosity. There's a desire to get it on track, or there's a desire to have abundance. There's a desire to have victory. There's a desire to overcome obstacles in this connection. So I feel like you both want the same thing. But there's still pain here. So there's still an element to this connection, Leo, that tends to be very difficult, very trying, exhausting. Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Swords, air energy, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and someone is slowly, it hurts. Really, Spirit? I heard it hurts someone to move on from this connection. It hurts someone to move on. Someone has been holding on to pain here. And it really hurts somebody to move away from it. So, Leo, what I'm getting here is I do see a serious conversation that took place or will take place, depending on where you're at in the energy. And something came to light. There was a breakthrough here. There's some sort of clarity. Like I said, there could be an apology with this Knight of Cups, but there was some sort of communication that had this intention of overcoming obstacles and just being very victorious and successful. But it's hard for someone to let go of the pain that was caused in this relationship. So if you felt betrayed by this person in the past, it's going to be hard for you to open up to them again, should they come back around, or vice versa. Because somebody's holding on to a lot of pain here, and they're slowly coming out of it, but they've been holding on to it for a while. Five of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. Leo, are you playing games with somebody? It may not be you. Again, we know how energy is. It could be vice versa. But the Five of Swords is showing up with your energy. Again, you could be connected with another fire sign or someone that embodies that energy. But there's somebody that's playing games. They're being deceitful in this connection. In what way? In a way where they have love for this person, they have love for you, they have love for the situation. They want it to work. It looks like there was some sort of breakthrough between you and this person in the past, and there is a desire to have a good relationship. But one of you is playing around. One of you is playing some games here. And is being deceitful in that way. They're being deceitful because one of you actually does have feelings for the other and actually does want to make this relationship work. So someone could be playing games in the sense that they've been hurt and it's hard for them to let go of past pain. Therefore, they tend to sabotage and act in a deceitful manner. Or someone is just playing games. Could be playing games with other people or just being very non-committal, although they have feelings and emotions for the situation. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. I'm hearing the Backstreet Boys, that Quit Playing Games song, and the Ace of Pentacles. So what somebody is doing in this connection, Leo, is taking care of themselves, is working on themselves with the High Priestess energy and the Ace of Pentacles, and is focused on their work right now. It feels like you and this person have a bumpy relationship. And it could be a bumpy relationship because there are problems within the connection and it's hard to work through and maneuver this. Or for others of you, one of you is carrying a lot of pain and that could affect the relationship. So like I said, one of you is playing games here and being very deceitful. And I feel like while the other is just going to focus on work, they're going to be very career oriented at this time. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Oh, we have the Page of Swords and we have the Ten of Wands. There's going to be communication between you and this person. Again, there's a lot of love here, but for whatever reason, it just feels very exhausting. It feels very tiring, like it's a very challenging relationship, although there's a lot of love here. And like I said, it feels like the both of you want to figure out a way to rebuild this connection or build it up and have some sort of progress and development, but it's like you don't know how to do it. With the Nine of Swords, you don't know how to do it. Maybe they don't know how to do it. And it makes... energetically, it feels like it's quite challenging. And with that said, in the future, someone's emotionally unfulfilled, someone's unhappy in this situation, because there is feelings. You know, there are emotions here. But how can we get this on track? How can we get it on board? I feel like I said, one of you appears to be playing more games and is way more deceptive. The other person is just going to focus on their career. At this time, I do see a conversation that will be had between the two of you, but it's like a difficult conversation. Again, it feels very exhausting. It feels very tiresome, very burdensome. And eventually, ultimately, one of you is going to have to make a decision in this connection. What do you want to do? So let's find out. We're going to go into the extended reading. I'll clarify the end of October. I'll do a spread for the person you're connecting with, and I'll do a spread for the connection itself. This is your story. You can join us over on Patreon, or you can purchase this via my website. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.